Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Jonathan Walters. Jonathan Ronald Walters is a professional footballer who plays as a striker for Premier League club Stoke City and the Republic of Ireland national team. Walters started his career at Blackburn Rovers, but failed to break into the first team, and joined Bolton Wanderers. Again he failed to establish himself and went out on loan to Hull City, Crewe Alexandra and Barnsley before joining Hull permanently. He then went on to play for Wrexham and Chester City before finally finding regular football at Championship side Ipswich Town. Walters spent 3 years at Portman Road before joining Stoke City for £2.75 million in August 2010. He helped Stoke reach the 2011 FA Cup final after scoring twice in the semi-final against Bolton Wanderers as Stoke won 5-0. Walters played 54 matches during the 2011-12 season, and then played in UEFA Euro 2012 with the Republic of Ireland. Walters remained a regular striker under Tony Pulis in 2012-13 and under Mark Hughes in 2013-14 and 2014-15. Walters scored 5 times for the Republic of Ireland in 2015, their successful UEFA Euro 2016 qualifying campaign, and was rewarded with the FA's Senior International Player of the Year award for 2015. Blackburn Rovers. Walters was born in Morton, Merseyside and started his career at Blackburn Rovers, having been spotted by playing for Shaftesbury under-16s in the East Ham and District Junior League by Rovers scout for Wirral and Wales, Mike O'Brien, who moved quickly to sign him. He played for Blackburn's youth and reserve teams where he scored prolifically, helping the club reach the FA Youth Cup final in 2001, losing 6-3 on aggregate to Arsenal. However, his promising career with Rovers was ended due to a serious breach of club discipline, which was described as totally out of character, and saw him suspended by the club. Bolton Wanderers. He then joined Bolton Wanderers for a fee of £50,000 following interest from numerous clubs. He played in 4 Premier League games for Bolton, making his professional debut as an 85th-minute substitute in a 2-1 defeat to Charlton Athletic, before signing for Hull City on loan in 2003. On his debut for Hull, Walters scored twice in a 5-1 win over Carlisle United. Following his loan spell at Hull, Walters returned to Bolton, where he again went out on loan, this time to Crewe Alexandra. However, he failed to make an appearance for Crewe due to a tooth infection. In the 2003-04 season, he joined Barnsley on loan and played 8 league games for Tykes. Hull City. He then signed for Hull City for a second time in 2004, this time on a permanent transfer. In February 2005 he joined Scunthorpe United on a month's loan and made 3 appearances for the Iron. Wrexham. After only scoring 3 goals for Hull in 2 seasons, Walters was sold to League Two side Wrexham. Upon signing for the cash-strapped club, Walters believed that he made the right choice moving closer to his Merseyside home. He played in 41 matches for the Dragons in 2005-06, scoring against Cheltenham Town, Stockport County, Torquay United, and Mansfield Town. Chester City. He spent the 2005-06 season at Wrexham before he joined their rivals Chester City in 2006. Walters thrived under the management of Mark Wright and scored 10 goals in 33 matches. He impressed in a FA Cup tie against Ipswich Town, which prompted Ipswich manager Jim Magilton to make a £100,000 bid for Walters, which was accepted. Ipswich Town. Walters agreed terms with Ipswich on a deal worth £100,000 plus add-ons in mid-January 2007. Having impressed in FA Cup ties between the clubs earlier in the month, he made his debut for Ipswich on 30 January 2007 in a 0-0 draw at Stoke City. Walters scored his first goal for Ipswich in their 2-1 over Queen's Park Rangers at Portman Road on 3 March 2007. Walters ended the 2006-07 season with goals against Barnsley and a brace on the final day of the season against Cardiff City. He scored his first ever senior hat-trick in the 6-0 win over Bristol City in November 2007. At Portman Road, in the same week, he received a call-up to the Republic of Ireland B squad. On 12 January 2008, he extended his contract with Ipswich until 2011. He went under the knife for surgery on a niggling knee problem on 19 March 2008 and returned to action against Norwich City on 13 April in half the expected time. Walters played 41 times for Ipswich, scoring 13 goals in 2007-08 as the Tractor Boys missed out on a playoff place by just 1 point. His performances during the season earned him the Player of the Year and Players' Player of the Year awards. The 2008-09 season saw Walters again play 41 matches, scoring 7 goals as Ipswich failed to build on last season and finished in 9th position. The 2009-10 season under the management of Roy Keane saw Ipswich struggle to score goals, with Walters top scoring with only 8, and Ipswich finished the season in a poor 15th position. In August 2010, Walters expressed to Roy Keane his desire to leave Portman Road after Stoke City made an offer for him. Stoke City. On 18 August 2010, Walters joined Premier League side Stoke City for an initial £2.75 million fee on a 4-year contract. He made his City debut on 21 August 2010 against Tottenham Hotspur. He scored his first goal on 24 August 2010 in a 2-1 Football League Cup win over Shrewsbury Town. He scored his first Premier League goal for Stoke on 2 October 2010 in a 1-0 win over Blackburn Rovers. After the match, Walters earned praise from his former manager Sam Allardyce and City manager Tony Pulis. Walters scored twice for Stoke in a 3-0 win over West Bromwich Albion. The first came from the penalty spot, and the other via a rebound from Scott Carson. Walters scored twice for City in a 2-0 FA Cup third-round replay win at Cardiff City. It took him until the end of March 2011 to find the back of the net in the Premier League again, scoring in a 4-0 win over Newcastle United. He scored in the next match against Chelsea and was named as man of the match. Following the match, Pulis spoke of his delight at Walters' improved performances. "John's come from the Championship, and sometimes it takes time to have the confidence and the belief to make the step up. He had an up-and-down start, but he's been fantastic for us. He's certainly my type of player. He gives everything, he never stops. And whatever you've paid him, you know he's earned it." Walters scored twice in Stoke's 5-0 rout over former club Bolton Wanderers in the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley to help Stoke into their first FA Cup final. Walters described it as the pinnacle of his career. Walters ended the 2010-11 season as joint top goal scorer with Ken Wyn-Jones, both having scored 12 goals. His first goal against Bolton in the semi-final won goal of the season. He played in the 2011 FA Cup final against Manchester City as Stoke lost 1-0. Walters played in his first European match on the 28th of July against Hajduk Split, where he scored the only goal in a 1-0 Stoke win. He signed a 12-month extension on his contract in August 2011. Walters went on to play in 31 matches during the first half of the 2011-12 season, scoring 7 goals. In March 2012, Walters won the Sir Stanley Matthews Potteries Footballers of the Year award for 2012. Speaking after picking up the award, Walters revealed that he would like to remain at Stoke for the rest of his career. By the 21st of April 2012, Walters has played in 50 of Stoke matches during the 2011-12 season and has scored just 9 goals, of which 5 are penalties. This has led to Walters being criticised by a number of Stoke supporters, but he has been backed by his manager. On his 100th appearance for Stoke, Walters scored twice against his old club Bolton Wanderers in a 2-2 draw, a result which relegated the Trotters. Walters continued to be a virtual ever-present in 2012-13, making a club record 61 consecutive Premier League starts. By the 3rd of November 2012, he scored a well-worked set-piece in a 1-1 draw against West Ham United, which earned praise from pundit Gary Neville. He scored twice against Liverpool on Boxing Day in a 3-1 victory. On the 12th of January 2013 against Chelsea, Walters scored 2 own goals, becoming only the 4th player to do so in the Premier League. He also missed a penalty in the match as Stoke lost 4-0. He made amends 3 days later, scoring twice in a FA Cup third-round replay victory over Crystal Palace. Walters played in every match in 2012-13 and was the club's top scorer with 11 goals. And the final game of the season against Southampton was his 89th consecutive start. Walters made a bad start to the 2013-14 season against Liverpool, as after being awarded a last-minute penalty, he saw his shot easily saved by Simon Mignolet, and Stoke went on to lose the match 1-0. However, despite this, Walters insisted that he would not shy away from taking penalties. On the 10th of November 2013, Walters played in his 100th consecutive Premier League match, and he marked the occasion by scoring in a 3-3 draw with Swansea City. His run of 102 consecutive games ended on the 4th of December 2013 against Cardiff City after picking up an injury. Walters scored a penalty against Arsenal in a 1-0 win on the 1st of March 2014. He also scored from the spot in the next match against Norwich City, but was later sent off for the first time in his career for a high challenge on Alexander Tettey. Walters ended the 2013-14 season with 5 goals in 36 matches as the Potters finished in 9th position. Walters opened his account for the 2014-15 season with a brace against Portsmouth in the League Cup. He also scored winning goals against Swansea City, Tottenham Hotspur and Arsenal. On the 31st of January 2015, Walters became the first Stoke player to score a Premier League hat-trick in a 3-1 victory over Queen's Park Rangers. Walters scored his 50th Stoke goal on the 24th of May 2015 in a 6-1 victory against Liverpool. In total, he scored 11 goals in 36 appearances in 2014-15 as Stoke finished in 9th position for a second consecutive season. With Walters entering into the final year of his contract, Stoke rejected a bid from Norwich City at the start of the 2015-16 season. Walters vented his frustration with contract talks, claiming the club are undervaluing him. This led to him handing in a transfer request, but despite this he failed to secure a move away from the club. Walters then scored in back-to-back matches against Leicester City and Bournemouth. Chief executive Tony Pulis stated that he hopes the club could reach a compromise with Walters over his contract. His contract dispute was resolved and he signed a new 2.5-year deal with Stoke on 7 November 2015. Walters played 33 times in 2015-16, scoring 8 goals as the Potters again finished in 9th position. Walters played 24 times in 2016-17, scoring 4 goals as Stoke finished in 13th. International career. Walters qualifies to play for the Republic of Ireland national football team through his Irish mother. He made his international debut for Republic of Ireland U21 against Switzerland U21 in October 2003, scoring twice in a 2-0 win. He also played for the Republic of Ireland B team against Scotland B team in 2007. In 2010, Ireland manager Giovanni Trapattoni stated that he could give Walters a call-up to the national side in the future. He was called up in November 2010 for the friendly match against Norway and was brought on as a half-time substitute in that game to make his senior international debut. Walters was given the nod ahead of Simon Cox in the crucial playoff game against Estonia, and Walters repaid by scoring his first international goal in the 4-0 victory over Estonia in Tallinn in the first leg of the UEFA Euro 2012 qualifying playoffs. On 26 March 2013, Walters scored 2 goals against Austria before a late strike from David Alaba gave the Austrians a 2-2 draw. Walters scored twice in a UEFA Euro 2016 playoff against Bosnia and Herzegovina on 16 November 2015 to earn Ireland a 2-0 victory in qualification to UEFA Euro 2016. Personal life. Walters was brought up in Morton, Merseyside, and the house in which he lived in was opposite a number of community football pitches. He grew up supporting Everton. He is married and has 2 daughters and a son. One of his daughters, Scarlett, was born with gastritis. His mother died when he was young, and was brought up by his father, James, along with his brothers Aidan and James, and his sister Samantha. His father Jim is a season ticket holder at Goodison Park. Thank you for watching. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Please like and subscribe below. Please like and subscribe below.